upwards to the ruins of an ancient city, complete with temple, astronomical observatory, and a fortress to guard it.
Only part of the broad spectrum of radiation, most of which is blocked by the atmosphere. So electrons airborne by rockets, by balloons.
Oh, hello, welcome. Welcome. Have a seat. Welcome. What is it? Oh, is it 5 already? Oh boy. Oh. But, don't mind my little project here. I'm just reviewing one of the PhD students at the Bombadome University department. They're working on some things. I'm just reviewing it for them. Oh yes, welcome. I'm Garret J. Schnitzelheizen, the doctor, of course. And I hear you are here for the music theory exam. Yes. Yes. We have. Okay. Let's see. You're in the 3 o'clock class or the 4? The 3? Yeah, 3 o'clock. Okay. So let's see. So you have the exam coming up, and you wanted to review. Yes, you wanted to review for the exam. Yeah. Sure. Not a lot of students come in for the review, but they really should, because there's only a 5% pass rate for these exams. So I encourage students to come out and to office hours, but I don't know, they go party or they don't really appreciate the art of the Bombadome here. But you've been my lucky student here, so I think I'm more than happy to assist you here. So let me just go into some of the basics on how the exam's going to be laid out. We'll go through some key components on the review. You have the review sheet with you? All right. Okay. So we'll go over that. We'll go over. So if you have any questions, I can answer those as well. And I'm here till 7. So let's get started, shall we?
Smaller fields of gravity condense.
All right. So you're from the 3 o'clock class. So I believe I have the right materials. Now, if you on the review sheet, I did give you. There's a section on the exam where there will be a listening portion, and you have to identify which one of Kenny Blostrom's works you will be analyzing. Because you went to office hours, I'm just going to tell you it's going to be the Bomb Sonata, Op 12, number 23, in E sharp minor. That's good. I'm choosing that one. Because you made the effort to come into office hours, I'm just gonna let you know. So just study this one, and you'll be okay. So I have it pulled up here. So luckily, I don't know if you saw in the if you saw Rochelle. Rochelle is in the musical library. She actually pulled up one of these transcriptions to modern music of the Bomb Sonata. This is excellent for studying, especially for this course. It says when I was in graduate school, this is all I used for the Bomb Sonata. It works wonders for me. Yeah, it's just not perfect. I have the comparison just so you can see. But you can see it's a little more familiar with traditional notation, which is less sophisticated, you could say. In terms of Bombadome music, but it gets the job done. It gets you through the exam, gets you the degree, and then you can go to your other extracurriculars. But I just want to play it for you. This is the colorized version of Kenny Blostrom, and he is going to perform. Oh, sorry. Anyways, Kenny Blostrom. This is the Bomb Sonata at Op 12. This is the original. It wasn't colorized. They didn't have colorized film at that point. But we, it's kind of fun. You can follow along. Tension tone. Syncopation. Blostrom was actually one of the first ones to incorporate syncopation in his works, which is quite... And we have a key change. And the breathing techniques. I'm going to really emphasize the breathing techniques on this exam, so you really want to make sure you have those down. So you can see it's roughly there. Not everything is perfect, but we actually had, this AI stuff is getting insane these days. So actually, this AI was able to read the sheet music, and it was able to recreate the sound. It's not perfect. It's not as brilliant as Kenny Blostrom himself. But you can see that there's an AI rendition. I love. My grad students found this for me, and I was like, "Wow, this is gonna the world today." My goodness! So you can see this. It doesn't get better than that. So even AI is trying to understand Kenny Blostrom, which is quite amazing. Like you see, it's quite pretty similar, you know. I mean, the development section, which is kind of parallel with sonata form, if you're in your other theory classes. So yeah, so I will email you this sheet music. Very useful to me from the music library. Just make sure you return it. Because we only have one copy of this. So, but yes. So with this being said, you're gonna get this one for the exam, and essentially what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna have some questions on breathing techniques, some tonal analysis, what happens at the development section, what kind of meter are we in. You won't be given this sheet music on the thing. You'll have to memorize which measure numbers and everything. So luckily you have this to study with. The other students, they could die in hell for all I care. But we are going to. So one of the questions you may be asked is identify some breathing techniques Kenny Blostrom demonstrates in the Bomb Sonata. So and then for this particular piece, let's see if I can just bring it up a little bit. Here. Alrighty. Let's see if we can. Let's see. Yep. There we go. Okay. So we have. You'll note it right here in measure 14. This measure. You'll notice there's these breath marks here, and in this phrasing, you'll see and you'll notice that there's. Just like that. And he uses breathing techniques, and you won't be able to perform this otherwise. So if you actually don't have the breath marks in there, you won't be able to do this melodic phrasing afterwards. It's quite genius and very sophisticated. And I can even show you through the video where he does that. You'll see it's extremely convincing. And I'll kind of exaggerate the breaths for you. Just like that. So you can see that he makes you seamless, but the breaths are there. And if you do not have the support, look at this line. Look at this line. It goes all the way down there. If you don't have a good, solid breath, you won't be able to execute that note. So we are. So that's just one example of one of the things. And if you look at the blueprints, you'll see Kenny Blostrom. He uses the bowl, and it projects.
Well, thanks, John, and thanks to everybody. I'm really glad to be with you. I know you're covering the situation in Europe closely.
Okay, so...
Normal programming has been interrupted at the request of the U.S. government. Everyone receiving this broadcast should pay close attention.
All right,
the information contained in this broadcast is vital to your safety.
I think we can continue.
Please stand by.
So you see he has three notes here. So this is what we call a triadic... They do this all the time. You hear that? Oh no.
This message is being broadcast by the Department of Defense of the
Oh no.
Republic.
Oh.
At 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, multiple unidentified objects were confirmed to have entered Earth's atmosphere.
Oh, the
It is
chairs are
speculated that
this
these
one.
objects
Oh,
are of extraterrestrial origin. The broadcast will quiet at this time for your safety. Continue to carry out the following instructions.